Looks like we're live on Facebook there, mate, well, you're obviously in Queenstown again.
Here we go. It is, in fact, a fancy-dancy Zoom background. I trawled the internet and found this little picture here, and a lot of people do like it. And saying that you've got a remote Queenstown office is pretty cool.
Nice. You've definitely tricked a few people along the last few weeks. But today we're not doing tricks. We're talking, well, tips and tricks actually as well in Xero. So we're going to go through some things that we think can help people save a lot of time and make Xero a lot easier, and hopefully some things that people didn't even know exists. So Phil is going to demonstrate live some of these in action with the demo company, which is probably tip number one, is that there is a demo company if you do want to go in and practice some things in a Xero ledger without worrying about cooking your own book, so to speak.
Absolutely. Now, I have got... can you see my screen?
Can.
There we go. Hey, presto. There is the demo company. Boompa. We'll come back to the dashboard because I was in here a little bit earlier, punters. If you're in, I can't do it at the moment because that would bring down who our clients are. We can't really do that. But yeah, if anyone wants to get the demo company, you click your drop down box here, and it'll have your organizations, and normally somewhere on that list it'll have the demo company. You click on that, and then you can play around in here. And this is a really good place to try things if you've never done anything before in Xero and you just want to go, gee, what's this going to look like? Am I going to break something?
Nice, which is often how we learn, isn't it? By breaking stuff and then learning from our mistakes.
Yeah, and then when all else fails, just Google the answer, right?
Definitely, including all accounting questions.
Yeah, we're obviously faster at doing the whole Googling because we normally have the answer within 24 hours. But I hear some accountants take at least a week to get back.
Well, that's
so maybe they're still on dial-up.
We might be too. Speaking of asking questions, I think we'll just point out there to the top right of your screen is how people can actually get help from Xero directly and the in-depth knowledge base that already exists, right?
Absolutely. That's probably a good place to start, is this question mark.
The question mark.
We'll click that. What do you need help with? What do you need help with, Luke?
Bad debts. People aren't paying me because of COVID.
Oof, yeah, that's could be popular. So we'll go bad debt. Enter. Record a bad debt in Xero. That sounds like something you might want to have a try on.
That's
click that. And the great thing about the Xero help function, if you've never used this before, is it is probably one of the most in-depth and thorough help guides that I've seen. And it is step-by-step. It is even idiot-proof / fill-proof. So real step-by-step stuff here on what to do. And that's the same process with the entire help function in Xero. Another classic example that we've seen before that springs to mind is if somebody pays you in advance, a prepayment.
Nice. That's very common.
Record a prepayment. That's really, really common. Click that.
Tells you what to do. I think it's
hey presto.
Important for people to get familiar with that, because I think people stall and get stuck in Xero and then don't carry on finishing what they were doing and think, oh, I might ask my accountant, or I don't know what I'm doing, I'm not going to carry on. So you don't need to do that. You know, someone's already asked the question and Xero's already answered it in a very, very thorough format.
Yep. Yeah, it is. It's all there, and that help thing, question mark, and type in what you think it is. And if you still get stuck, failing that, there's this one here, contact Xero support. And this will take you to their website, and there's a whole heap of different things there that you can pick from. You can ask a question, add a little bit more detail. Make sure that you pick your organization that you are asking the question about, so that they can have access. More often than not, invite them in so that they can have a poke around and then send it. And in my experience, when Xero have had to look at stuff like that in the past, they're very prompt.
Yeah. And a little trick is often in the subject, if you put urgent, you might get seen a little bit faster. And but be very careful with that and be very genuine, and also thank them very nicely, because you're dealing with real people. That hundreds of queries, and we've actually spoken to them one evening to build some morale around some of those people, and they do get hurt by the keyboard warriors, so to speak, the keyboard cowards, maybe.
No, a very good bunch of people, and very knowledgeable, and do a very good job. So they make a difference.